All right, what's going on? What's going on, family? My name is Tyler.
This Daryl checking in with you.
This is Uncharted Mind, the podcast
So
about life, health, and wealth. All right, let's get right into it, man. How was your day? How was your week?
we
Talk
going
to the
pretty
people.
we going pretty good, man.
Mm-hmm.
So I hired UPS
Mm-hmm.
um as a seasonal employer. If you want
Okay.
to phrase it like that.
Yeah.
Today was my first day as a driver helper, man, and it was cool. Driver, cool guy. He from the city.
What What is that? What does that entail? Driver
Driver
help.
helper.
Yeah.
I mean, basically, bro, we sit shotgun, and he point to the door. I take the packages. Just work in tandem like that. So it's nothing really mentally strenuous. I just follow his direction. But it is a lot of up and down moving. Because you gotta
Yeah.
gotta get the cases out, man, boxes. But
Mm.
yeah, it was pretty cool, man. So we'll see how that go. See how long I'll employ them as an
So,
employer.
so you said today was your first day, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That's weird. They got you starting on a Thursday.
I started myself on a Thursday, honestly, because they've been calling me for 2 weeks, man. But I just ain't had the time until today. But
That's funny.
so that that
Okay.
that worked out smooth. Me being able to go in basically when I get ready. I don't know how long that's gonna last, but
Uh huh.
either way, it ain't tripping. So
And that's crazy, man.
yeah.
Cause black people. Well, I ain't gonna say black people. I'm gonna say us, me and you. We we got this mindset, bro, and it's like we kind of feel like jobs need us more than we need them at this point.
Hey,
You feel
honestly,
me?
they
Like
do though. It's like it's crazy right now, man.
it's crazy. So yeah, no, I thought that was funny, man.
Yeah.
Man, as far as my week, man, my week was it was cool, man. It was chill. Got back into the routine of my normal schedule. As far as being proactive on certain things, man, because
Yeah.
I'm still um not employed. Um,
Mhm.
and real quick, before I even finish that, shout out to you for um, swallowing that pill. You feel what I'm saying? Because a lot of people
It
would
was a
be
big one,
embarrassed
boy.
to, yeah, I mean, but listen, a lot of people would be embarrassed to even say that. Especially after we both came on and it made a little announcement and saying what we said or whatever. So
Hmm.
shout out to you for doing
But
that, man. Because that
that's
takes some big cojones.
yeah. But that's something we transparent about everything, man. So
Mm.
I'm gonna be real. Like I'm okay. It's just sometimes you gotta make
Okay.
ends meet. You get what I'm
But
saying?
not but here's the thing, man. Like, cause
Hmm.
I know you okay, and I know you didn't absolutely have to.
Hmm.
But let's tell the people the real reason. All right, me and you are like neck deep into learning about and being proactive on all things dealing with the stock market.
Hmm.
Right, and so um, learning is one thing. That's cool. Having the knowledge, sitting on the knowledge. That's cool, right?
Gotta fund it.
But that's
Gotta
that's
fund
like
it.
that's it's like half the battle, man. All right, you got to fund that, and so and I remember we talked about it a little bit, man. You know you have to find the bread, the funding to what I mean, put toward that. So
Hmm.
nah, man, it's just like I said, we super transparent on here, man, and I'm glad you was able to, what I mean, get that off your chest without without too much of a struggle.
Yeah, it felt weird, bro. Cause I hadn't worked for anybody for like two
Oh, I know.
months. So I was
I
like,
know.
ugh, but it is what it is, man. It ain't a bad, job. So, you know.
Okay, listen, I'm gonna finish telling y'all about my week real quick, man. And then
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna ask you something that we can't let just slide under the rug, bro. Like we got to tell the people about it, right? So
Okay.
as far as my week, man, yeah, I got back into the routine of things, man. Kind of got away from my studies a little bit, a lot bit. Kind of stopped reading as heavy as I was.
Hmm.
But this week I, started to find my way back to my normal schedule. So getting up in the morning and obviously praying slash meditating for a while, doing my affirmations, gym, and then, continuing on with my day, man. And,
Hmm.
for a period of time, I was even able to do 2 a days, man, because I had my schedule, planned out. in a way, it wasn't perfect, but in a way that I was able to free up time on the back end
Mm-hmm.
to go to the gym twice in a day, man. And I never really created a schedule that had that much open time. And I guess
Mm-hmm.
me being unemployed right now helps with that. But definitely, man, that was pretty much my week. And I did go out of the city, right? Um, I was surprised with a trip, which I'm gonna talk about on a later episode. Um, but yeah, I was surprised with a trip to Vegas. So
Mm,
I did do that.
okay. So
Shout out
your
to my lady for that.
first time to Vegas. Give us a quick
First time.
little summary, like how it went. You
Well,
enjoyed it?
this the thing. Come, of course, man. It's Vegas. Of course. Anybody go to Vegas and tell you they ain't enjoy it, they lying. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? I just felt there's no way you can't, man.
yeah.
And so for
Like you
me,
said, we
man,
gotta
like,
take a business trip out there one day,
oh, definitely,
very
definitely. You
soon.
know what I mean?
Yeah,
We got to go ahead
yeah.
and put the UN merch out there, man. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
definitely. All right, so for me, man, like that trip, it was cool, it was fun, and all that. I understand that, but for me, man, it was more motivational.
Yeah.
Right. And like I said, I ain't gonna jump too much into it because, I know we're gonna talk about this in a later episode, but it was motivational because listen, if you go to the strip, if you've been to the strip, if you're listening to this, if you've been to the strip of Las Vegas and you've seen all the skyscraper type buildings and all that, right? Well, each building has a name, right, on the side of it,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so for me, man, like having the mindset that I have and looking for um any little thing that can, continue to motivate me to do what I want to do,
Mm-hmm.
from a, entrepreneurial standpoint, I try to take that and run with it, right? So
Mm-hmm.
seeing those buildings, right, and seeing those names on the side of those buildings, man, it just motivated me, bro.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, man, like most of those names were last names,
Mm-hmm.
right? And most of those last names are last names of people who was in a position that I'm currently in at the moment,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so for me, man, the way I saw it is, mm, honestly, bro, like if I continue to do what I'm doing, push a little harder, learn a little more or a lot more, and be open to, being taught
Mm-hmm.
certain things by other people who've done it, people who've been in situations I haven't, um, that I could have a building, man,
Mm-hmm.
something like that on the strip of Las Vegas, man. And so for me, man, it was a super motivational trip.
Yeah.
Like I said, it was fun.
Yeah.
We did a lot of drinking, right? And we didn't wait till the afternoon. We was doing it early, man. So again, man, shout out to my girl for surprising me with that,
Yeah,
man.
big shout
That
out.
was love. I'm gonna tell you how she surprised me too, man. This is crazy. First off, I ain't ever been surprised like this. You know what I mean? Like, cause I always really downplay, not downplay it, but I don't really be shook by a lot of stuff, right? So
Mm-hmm.
like, I think I was texting you at the moment, I think, and I was like, hey, my girl taking me somewhere, but I don't know where she taking me.
Yeah.
And you was like, oh, okay, that's what's up. I'm thinking she finna take, because we live in Colorado Springs. I'm thinking she
Mm-hmm.
finna take me to Denver or to Aspen,
Mm-hmm.
or somewhere like that, right?
Somewhere
In
up the
the
road. That's
state of
it.
in the state of Colorado,
Yeah.
bro. She took me to Denver, all right, right to Denver, right to Denver International
Yeah.
Airport, man. And I was like, hold on, oh, that's crazy. You feel
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, because I have to really get my mind right to travel,
Mm-hmm.
because it's, if you travel, it's kind of tiring a little bit. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And so I didn't have my mind right, but I was surprised and I was happy at the same time because
Mm-hmm.
I had never gotten a surprise like that, man. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And so it was dope, man. Everything leading up to it, being there was dope. Coming back, everything. I would definitely recommend that trip. If not, for fun, definitely for motivation, man, because
Yeah.
it just put me in a different space, mind space,
Mm-hmm.
and man, I can't wait to get out there, man.
Yeah,
Can't
man.
wait.
I just want to piggyback on, what you said about, the last names that were on the buildings that you saw. You
Hmm.
know, I mean, just physically, you looking at a building, but really what you looking at was like a legacy. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a bigger
Exactly.
thing that you looking forward to leaving is a legacy. You know what I'm saying? That kind of piggyback off of the episode we did 2 episodes ago.
Something like that.
Well, the title was, will your great grandkids remember your
Hmm.
name, man? So that's something we striving for
Shout out to
here,
Mike.
man. Yeah, shout out to Mike, man. That's something we strive for here on the show, man. It's not just front level what you see here, man. It's we thinking about like our kids. You get what I'm saying?
Telling you.
So yeah.
And speaking of that, bro, it's crazy, and of course everybody know this. But there's a building with my oldest daughter's name on it in Vegas, right? The
Okay.
Aria. Everybody that has been to Vegas know about the Aria. And probably, the people that haven't, man, because it's a
Mhm.
pretty famous hotel. But yeah, man, just seeing that as well, man, it's like,
Yeah.
okay, that could really be my baby's building. You feel what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I do my stuff right, man. So
Mhm.
for me, man, like, that part in itself, I was in awe, man, because I'm like, okay, yeah, I can really do this. You feel
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I can really do this, man. These cats, they were regular, everyday 9 to 5ers at one point. You feel what I'm
Mhm.
saying? They separated themselves by, um, straddling down, focusing on their goal or creating goals and then focusing on making them happen.
Mhm.
And so it's extremely achievable, right? As long as you believe first. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
and that's the biggest challenge, right? It's hard to believe, which is why I always tell people, listen, go to a big city or go to a city or an area where there's opportunity in what you want to do,
Mhm.
and just breathe that stuff in, bro.
Yeah.
Because not gonna lie, had I not ever been outside of the state of Georgia or the city limits of Swainsboro,
Mhm.
bro, I probably would have never. I just knowing me, and I can't speak for nobody else, but knowing me, I probably would have never even thought that was, what I'm saying, that was something that we could do.
Mhm.
And so just being exposed to that, bro,
Yeah.
being exposed to that type of stuff, man, it'll do a lot for you. And I think, if people don't take anything else from this episode, um, if you lack a motivation, bro, just go to a city or go to an area um that has something that you want to do from an
Mhm.
entrepreneurial standpoint, uh something that they do very well in that area. Go to that
Mhm.
area, get motivation, rub elbows, and talk to people who have been in the industry for a while and who have done it,
Mhm.
and you know, take that in, man. That's
Man,
motivation.
a big thing, man. It's just like and piggybacking off of what you saying. It's like you have a dream in your mind, but sometimes it seems unattainable when it's just in your mind. But if you go somewhere
Exactly.
and physically see it, just like man, when I came up to Fayetteville, been what going on almost two
Hmm.
years now.
Yeah, yeah,
And man, you took me to that gym, and like that was the first time I ever been to a gym that massive that had so many
bro.
pieces of equipment, like and so many different things to do. And then you was like, "Oh yeah, this ain't even the biggest gym here." I was like,
Wasn't
"What?"
even a big, wasn't even close to
I'm
it
like,
either.
"Man, that's crazy." And that's something I'm big on is health, man. That's something I want to have one day. Well, I'm gonna have one day is just a wellness center,
Definitely.
man. So you just showing me that and like the restaurants and the spots that you would take it to, man, that really focus on health. And I was like, man, it ain't nothing around here. That's what you going in there for is a healthy,
Yeah.
you may have a healthy option or semi-healthy option at a restaurant out here that's predominantly like fast food or just isn't good for your overall health. But you took me to spots that was like what I dream of, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I like,
yeah.
man,
Nah, I got you.
somebody had this, so somebody else had this same vision that I had, and they made it possible. So it's
Made it
like,
come true.
I ain't got an excuse. So let me hunker down and grind and make it happen. You get what I'm saying, man? So,
Here's the thing, bro. Oh, go ahead, bro. I thought you was done. Go ahead.
oh no, go ahead. You got it.
All right, so here's the thing, bro. Like, what keeps people? Well, I read a statistic, bro. I believe it was yesterday. But I think it says something northwards of like 40% of people never leave their hometown.
Yeah,
Bro,
and
that's
that's
40%. That's
that's
crazy.
crazy, but that's that's what it is. It's like
That's crazy,
people
bro.
get used to their environment, and it's like, why would I, go traveling because I'm comfortable here? But you can't let I don't know if this is a word, but comfortability, like limit
Yeah,
your growth. You get what I'm saying? You gotta
definitely.
go, you gotta
Definitely,
travel, man.
definitely.
You gotta see different things, man. And speaking of, so I gotta pull up on you in a couple weeks, man.
Ooh, you gonna talk to him about it
Woo!
already?
Yeah, yeah, we might as
We
well.
gonna talk that? Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
hey, y'all keep your eyes open, man. I'm telling you,
Hey,
But we being real humble. We on the slow grind. Me and Tyler had a conversation about this other day, man. We're gonna let the podcast, naturally grow on its own. We
definitely.
not to say we're gonna be stagnant at all, but
Hmm.
we really working on ourselves, and I feel like us working on ourselves is gonna, just propel the podcast where it needs to be
Listen,
at the time
we
frame it needs to be at. So
we finna bring all kinds of game to the show.
yeah,
You feel me? Like,
yeah,
of course, we study for us. We study for the betterment of ourselves,
hmm
right? But what comes naturally with that is the reflection it's gonna have on the show.
hmm
And so, shout out to my Black Colorado, man. It's a group out here. The guy, uh, I believe his name's Brandon. Don't
hmm
get me wrong. If I mess up your name, bro, sorry. But yeah, man, he owns a magazine out here, right? He's throwing this uh a networking event of some sort. I
hmm
don't really know what to call it. But it's gonna be all the black entrepreneurs here in Colorado,
hmm
all under one building, man. And that's what my guys coming out here for, man. That's what
yes,
that's what they ain't
sir.
coming out here for, man. So
Yeah,
uh
we gonna dress up a little bit, man.
yeah, I mean, we gonna throw a little something on for
Give
y'all,
y'all a
man.
little
Yeah,
visual, man. Cause
little
we know
something.
we been kind of behind the mic, man, but we gonna work towards putting ourselves out there a little bit more. Cause I mean,
Definitely.
man, like we real cool, humble dudes, man. Like I feel like if you can't get along with me, man, you can't get along with anybody. And I feel the
Bro,
same way about
it's
Tyler, man.
you.
So
I always, I used to tell my soldiers this, man. I don't know if I have any soldiers, any of my old soldiers that listen to this, man.
Mhm.
But I always told them, bro, if you have a problem with me, it's you. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm like the easiest person to get
I'm
along
telling
with,
you,
bro.
man. It's like, bro, I want to theoretically be cool with everybody, man. Maybe I can't because of if I see that you moving a certain type of way, I just can't do that before to mix up
Yeah,
my energies. But at the
of
same
course.
time, it's like I want that for everybody, man. So it's like, I'm willing to be friends with everybody if possible. You know what I'm saying? So man, I'm
No,
so
definitely.
laid back and non-confrontational about any little thing, man. So and Tyler the
And,
same way. So
and here's the thing, bro, about this, about what we're doing, man. Because listen, what we're doing, it requires us to be out in the open.
yeah,
And I don't
that's
know if
something we
y'all
ain't
people,
really.
the people that are listening, I don't know if y'all know this, but me and him the same, bro. Like we
Yeah,
we are behind the scenes type. Like you don't hear
yeah.
nothing. I got 3 kids. I was talking to somebody the other day, and I was telling them about my son, and they was like, "Bro, I didn't even know you had a third kid." You feel me?
hmm
And it ain't because I'm ashamed of anything like that. I just keep my life private. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And so the reason we started this, man, is we really noticed the deficit of information in our community,
hmm
and communities alike. And so, we went against the grain, man, went against everything that we kind of stood for as far as privacy.
hmm
And, we're starting to come out our shell, man, when it comes to all this social media pictures, letting the people in type stuff, man. Probably not as fast as we should. You know what I
hmm
mean? But you got to think, man. Like we were we were this way for 27 years. You
Exactly.
know what I mean? So it's gonna take a little time for us to completely come out, man. But I say that to say this, man. Like if you find something that you are really passionate about, but it requires you to do something that you're just not comfortable doing at all.
hmm
In fact, you're super uncomfortable doing it. Um, that passion should, if you're passionate about it enough, it should take over
hmm
the fact that you're uncomfortable doing something. You feel what I'm saying? Like again, we're not in your face type people, man. And so that's why our show is growing a little bit slower than probably the next person's show would grow.
hmm
Because that's that we don't have, we're
But
not in front of your face type people,
we
man.
we
You know what I
embracing
mean?
it though, man. Just
Yeah,
because
definitely.
we know where the show going. We don't have. We gonna be real. We don't have the audience just yet that we would like. You get what I'm saying? But
They coming.
they coming. You get what I'm
They
saying?
coming.
So
Yeah, they coming.
we just got to be us, man. But not be so confined to where we can't like grow. You get what I'm saying? But it's just a process, man. That's something we harped on in the very beginning was that we want y'all to see our growth. We want y'all to see our progress, and not just from a flashy standpoint. Like, oh, we started from the bottom, now we here.
Yeah,
But it's just you can too. It's like we want to show like we started from here. You can start at the same spot, man, and just grow with
exactly.
us. You get what I'm saying? So
Exactly. Hey, and so real quick, man, because I don't want this to go unsaid, because I almost forgot about it. So you mentioned that you started a job, and that's cool, but you didn't mention. You feel what I'm saying? The addition to the car family. You feel what I'm
Yeah,
saying? That you just
man.
added.
Just added another whip on Turo, man. A little, nice little 2016 Corolla, man.
A little something, whatever. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah.
Cause man, the first car, it stayed booked up. So I was like, man, I gotta monopolize the opportunity while I can. So,
Yeah.
it wasn't a problem getting a second vehicle, man. So, I'm in the works of getting that listed on Turo, but it's coming real soon.
Hmm.
Uh it's just all about finding the need, man, and fulfilling that need. And so where we at right now, man, it's like we have an enterprise, but I think they only have like a handful of cars and they stay booked out. And their
Mm.
rates are way higher than Turo. So, I just trying to fill in that gap. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
with me filling in that gap, man, it's working itself, man. So, Turo been a big play, man, a big blessing. And shout out to you again for putting me onto that, man. And also, I have a meal prepping business going as well.
Hmm. Yeah, 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 yeah. Let's talk
Yeah,
about it,
so
man. Let's talk about it.
we trying to expand all the way around, man.
Yeah.
So that meal prepping thing, Turo is cool, man, but health is like where my heart is, man. So what I'm trying to do is just show people that eating healthy doesn't have to really be boring. Like it can have flavor. It doesn't have to be like tasteless and mundane. You get what I'm saying? So,
Definitely,
and I love to
definitely.
cook, so I just
Same.
like trying different recipes, man, and I've been getting great feedback from the few people I have, pass it out to, man, and and I'm just taking my time, not being timid, but once I really release it, I want to have like a system in place, but yet it still be me. You get what I'm saying? My touch on it, so that it feels personal, but it's still on a bigger scale. You get what I'm saying? So I'm trying to
Yeah,
lay the
definitely.
groundwork right now. Make sure I got my T's crossed and my I's dotted. But yeah, man, y'all be on the lookout for that real
Hey,
soon, man.
we listen, we coming, man. And
Yeah.
this the thing, bro. Like, we ain't just talking to y'all. We ain't just out here doing research on other people's business ideas
Hmm.
and stuff like that. We out here grinding, bro. Like we out
Yeah.
here really trying to do it for ourselves.
Hmm.
Bro, I can't even tell you how many I can't even tell you how many businesses I've had at this point. All of them wasn't registered. Only two of
Hmm.
them have been registered up to this point. Um, but man, I've been on this entrepreneurship grind for a while, man. I
Yeah.
used to sell things. I used to not no drugs and nothing like that.
Yeah.
I was never on the end of nothing illegal. But I used to sell things that I ain't gonna really mention up here. I used to cut grass. I was heavy into landscape and stuff like that,
Yeah.
man, because that's something that I legit enjoy to enjoy to do.
Hmm.
Like people don't. It sounds crazy, but there are people out there that legit like doing landscaping, man. And
Yeah.
I'm one of those people, man. I grew up doing it with my pops, man. So but also I have a Turo business as well, man. And
Hmm.
my Turo business is doing pretty good. But I guess I failed to mention this, man. So we can't give, the shine and the, all the spotlight type stuff without giving the, you know what I mean, the
The
real with it too.
outside. Yeah.
So this past week, my vehicle was in an accident, right, through Turo. Um, it was a young lady. Well, I say young, she was a little older than me. Um, but yeah, she claims she hit a deer and messed my front end up. Um, and so, I say that to say, you're gonna have your highs and your lows,
Hmm.
you know, in life and in business. You feel what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So, you know, how you respond to those lows and those highs will determine, where you go from that point forward.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So for me, man, it was frustrating at first, but I was super nice to her, didn't disrespect her at all, and man, she helped me out, made the process so smooth and easy, man, for me to
Hmm.
get paid out from Turo.
Hmm.
Turo paid, 100% of the damages, of course. I didn't have to pay anything, and I think the female, the lady that got into the accident, she actually paid 500 to Turo the day that they asked for it. So there was no
Hmm.
hold up. I was able to get paid out pretty quick, man. And shout out to her for that, man. And that's what, just being a good person and
Yeah.
being level, having a level head. That's where you prevail at in those
Hmm.
situations, man. Because here's the thing, man. Like I could have been mad, disrespectful,
Yeah. But life
that would
happened,
have
man.
only exactly that
Yeah.
would have only made things worse. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? So, I was super nice to her, man, and I also told her, I said, listen, if you ever back in the city, man, just hit me up and you'll have a tour right here waiting for you. You
Mhm.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she told me, man, she told me something I thought it was funny. She was like, why are you? She asked me a question. She was like, why are you so nice?
Mhm.
I told her this. I said, listen, one simple sentence, man. I said, listen, life's too short to be mean. You know what I mean?
That's a fact, though.
And it's a
Yeah.
fact, bro, because it does nothing for you. It
Mhm.
does nothing positively for you. You know what
Mhm.
I mean? Think about it, man. Think about everybody that has been mean or nasty or you know what I mean? Like, what has that done for them?
Mhm.
You feel what I'm saying? I don't know about your lifetime, but in mine, I've never seen positivity come out of being me ever.
Me either.
So yeah,
But yeah,
man, that
man,
was
that's
important to me.
yeah, that's just I always say like if you put good energy out, man, it's gonna come back to you. And it may not be back in the same form that you sent it out in,
Yeah,
but you'll get it back. Even if it's just you having good health, man. Your kids being in good health, they doing well. You know what I'm saying? You just have to you know, it seems weird to go against the
hmm
grain, man, because how the world is now is like a dog eat dog world, and I mean it's probably been like that. But us, maturing and growing up, going into adulthood, man, even further into adulthood, you see it even more, man, where people, just if they're gonna take advantage, they will. If they can be nasty or rude, man, they will. But so it takes discipline, man, and heart to go against the grain and just be kind and be nice, no matter what the situation, and turn the other cheek. So, and I feel like, God gonna see you, what if anybody else doesn't see you, God see what you do, man, in the
of
dark.
course,
So, that's the ultimate goal there is to, be respectful to him and honor him, man, everything you do, man. So, that's just what I'm trying to live on. Cause like I feel like, man, I don't know, like I won't say like I'm a good person or like on paper. You get what I'm saying? But every
yeah,
time I wake up, man, and I interact with somebody, man, I just try to be nice, man. I try my best every day to be a good person. You get what I'm saying? So, and I just feel like, I have ups and downs, man, but I'm well taken care of, man. And, it's not of what I did, man. It's just, like I say, putting the energy out, man, and it come back to you.
definitely, man. And I'm glad you said against the grain too. With being nice because you know, going with the grain, would be considered being mean, and I think that that's what's socially acceptable right now, man. Like,
Yeah.
everything's about trying to prove points.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And here's the thing, man. Like, you, who are you trying to prove the point to? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? That's a question you have to ask yourself when you thinking about doing something. With the grain. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So, be nice, man. Just be because, like I said, what is being mean or what is being disrespectful or what is um, just anything besides being nice. Like, what is that going to get you? You feel what I'm saying? And so for
Yeah.
me, man, that was something my pops taught me a while ago, man. My pops, if you from the city of Swainburg, man, pops, man.
Yeah.
Ricky Worthen, man.
Yes,
Shout out
sir.
to him, man. Love you, big dog.
Deep. Shout out
But
Deep, man.
definitely, man. But listen, this dude's super nice, man. And he's nice to a point where it scares me sometimes. Like he's that nice. He's like a risky nice though. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he that nice that like he'll see a car broke down on the side of the road at night and pull over and try to help. Bruh, you
Yeah.
don't know what's in that car, bruh.
Yeah, I'm telling
You
you,
know what I
man. It's
mean? And
scary
so
just because people so nasty now, man. It's
yeah,
it's tough to be that nice, man. But if you still got a heart for that, man,
no, he do, man.
yeah,
Shout out to
it's a
him,
good
man. Like I
thing,
said,
man.
that's definitely one of the things I took from him, man. I'm glad he kind of instilled that in me, man. Like
Yeah.
excuse me. You know, and it also like it gives me the ability to talk to anybody from any ethnic background.
Mhm.
Because I'm the way I am. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
I can have, and you've seen it, bro. You've been around me. I'm an introvert, but I can be extroverted. If that
Yeah.
makes any sense. You feel what I'm saying?
Mhm.
If I'm in the right setting.
Mhm.
Uh, so yeah, man. Shout out to him for that, man. He definitely instilled that in me. Real quick, bro. I see you drinking something. What you drinking, man?
Yeah, man. Well, we got a little wine tonight, man. I
Oh,
got to
you gonna
refill.
kill your
Yeah, man.
golly.
Hey, UPS worked me today, boy. But yeah, man.
Man,
I
I feel
think
it, man.
yeah, that's gonna be our little theme on the show, man. So y'all stay tuned. We're gonna have the little custom little wine glasses, and we're gonna have
Hey,
us a
it's
little
coming.
tasting. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it's coming. It's coming.
Yeah,
Listen, we trying to do some stuff, man. We got, like you said, wine glasses. You feel me? What merch is coming?
yeah.
Um, Stay tuned for the drop of the sweatshirts, man. A lot of y'all asked about them,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so don't go ghost when they drop.
All
You
right,
feel me?
we
They
looking
drop
for
and
you.
come. They drop. They
Yeah,
should be dropping come January at the latest,
yeah,
maybe the end of December.
yeah.
So be on the lookout for that, man. Be on the lookout for that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, bro. So real quick, man, before we wrap it up, man, let's talk about this, man, because I feel like you know you can be motivated. There's a such thing as too much motivation, and this is what I mean by that.
Okay.
When you're too motivated to do something, I feel like you set yourself up to expect only good things to happen.
Mm,
Does that make any sense?
yeah.
Okay, so we want to motivate people, of course.
Mm-hmm.
That's you know what I'm saying. That's what we're here for. That was the whole reason we started the show. But here's the thing, man. Like in that motivation, you have to have some type of like realism,
Yeah.
right? It's not being negative. It's just it's life. You feel what I'm
Yeah,
saying? You have to have
it's a
realism.
balance, man. You gotta have a
Exactly.
balance. So yeah,
Okay. And so for me, man, and how it affected us, right? Speaking on the show, man, like we've been going through some stuff, man.
yeah,
Trying to get things to happen, trying to make things happen for the
yeah.
show. And you know, I wanted to talk about this, man, because like I said, I feel like people can get too motivated and
Mm-hmm.
set themselves up for failure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Excuse me. And so for us, right? I'm gonna use this example.
Okay.
So our show, we interview entrepreneur. We look for everybody: entrepreneurs, life
Mm-hmm.
coaches, counselors, professionals,
Mm-hmm.
right? To interview, so we can add value to y'all, as a people, as listeners, right? And sometimes, man, it's not as easy, as y'all think, man. Getting these interviewers, man,
Yeah, man.
or interviewees,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, here's the thing, man. Like I was kind of brought up in a way that your word is your bond type
Mm-hmm.
thing, right? And I'm not calling anybody out because I know life happens. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Life
Yeah. Yeah.
happens.
No,
It's
no
just how
disrespect to
it is.
any
No,
potential,
definitely, definitely,
interviewees, but
definitely. No,
yeah,
I'm just talking about the woes, right? Like,
yeah.
but this is a part of what we're doing,
Mm-hmm.
and so I'm trying to segue that into whatever business our listeners are potentially going into,
Mm-hmm.
to just kind of be on the lookout or expect things not to go your way all the time,
Yeah.
right? So back to what we're doing as a podcast, man. Like, um, yeah, man. Like it's hard scheduling people, and then
Yeah.
sometimes we schedule somebody, and things don't add up, or
Mm-hmm.
things don't match up with their time, and then like when we're
Nope.
supposed to shoot, and yeah,
Try
so
to get
it's
them to schedule, and
oh,
they don't
exactly,
schedule. So you
exactly,
know,
and so I say that, man, to say, whatever you're going into, trucking, bro, there's so many industries. I ain't even gonna sit and try to name
yeah.
any of them, but it be prepared for things to happen. You feel what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? Um, because if you're not prepared, if you don't prepare for things to happen, you feel what I'm saying? You're preparing for things to happen.
Mm.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Hey, yeah.
That makes sense.
Bring that one back
Okay.
one more time, man.
Yeah. No, I tell people, man, listen,
Reiterate that one.
if you're not preparing for things to happen,
Mm-hmm.
you're preparing for things to happen. You know what I
Mm.
mean? So, um, just be prepared, man, and expect things to sometimes get a little shaky. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? It's all right. To me, man, we made a post about this on the page a couple of days ago.
Mm-hmm.
You have to enjoy the grind just as much as you enjoy the success that comes from it,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like
That's with
I'm not gonna
anything, though,
cap. Like,
man.
no,
Yeah.
that's a fact. I'm not gonna lie, man. Like I love I love getting that hard to get interview. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like I love chasing things that I feel like if, and I'm not gonna chase it unless I feel like it's absolutely valuable to
Mm-hmm.
our listeners. But I love the grind of that, man. Like, and I love the nah, we can't do anything right now. I don't have the time. Or I don't have, you know what I mean? I don't want to do the interview. I like that, man, because here's the thing, it makes me drive even harder for the show. You feel what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And so now I'm self-correcting in my head. I'm trying to figure out, okay, how did I present myself? Or what did I do from their standpoint, right? Put myself in their shoes.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is me, showing self-awareness.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, how can I put myself in their shoes in order to see, okay, how did I come at this person wrong? Or what could I have done to get that, turn that no into a yes? You feel what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
And
That makes sense.
that play into not playing the victim all the time either. You
Yeah,
get what I'm
definitely.
saying? Like,
Definitely.
you know, some people may not just see your vision. You get what I'm saying? But you have to be cool with it. And maybe they will later down the road. But you just have to take the punches and keep rolling, man. And and that's just the grind of anything in the entrepreneur space, man. You got to be prepared to pivot. You get what I'm saying? Or
Definitely.
to reiterate. You get what I'm saying? So don't let that one thing just trample over your whole vision. You get what I'm saying? Just
Definitely.
revamp it and keep moving. Like you got to keep pushing forward.
For us, man, like you said, you can't take anything personally, bro. Like you
Mm-hmm.
you can't do that. There's no point in doing that, man. Like here's
Nah,
the thing.
especially
Nobody's
not with
obligated.
business. You get what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
No,
Yeah.
no, nobody's obligated to do anything for us. You
Mm-hmm.
feel what I'm saying? And so I feel like, people fail and they set themselves up for failure
Mm-hmm.
when you feel like you're old stink, when you feel like you're old things.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like I'd be setting myself up for failure if I felt like everybody from my hometown absolutely had to be on my show. Had to
Mm-hmm.
say yes to every you know what I mean, every request I
Mm-hmm.
asked for them. That's stupid, bro. I would be setting myself up for failure.
Yeah.
If I thought like that, man. And so for me, man, here's the thing: you have to be respectful of other people's time, and sometime, right? Like you said earlier, they don't see your vision
Mm-hmm.
right away, and that's okay, man. Because here's the thing: these entrepreneurs are uh I guess they're kind of approached daily with
Mm-hmm.
opportunities, maybe the same as I'm trying to offer them. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so they have their processes for weeding out what they want to do and when they want to do it, man. And so for
Mm-hmm.
me, man, I just kind of I take it for what it is, man. We talked about this off camera, man. We just got to grind harder.
Yeah.
We got to continue to pump information, pump value into the show, right? So in turn,
Mm-hmm. And
they
that's
can
from
see
putting value into our own selves. You get what I'm
ourselves
saying? Like we said
exactly,
earlier, though. Yeah.
exactly, and in
And it's
turn, like I
gonna.
said, they can see the value in the show and be like, okay, you know what? I see what you're doing now, man.
Yeah.
I see what you're doing, and,
Mm-hmm.
and now it's not just me asking you for a favor.
Yeah.
It's you seeing what we're trying to do, right? Us growing as a show, and now we're able to kind of mutually benefit each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so, again, I don't. We don't take what is it called, offense. Yeah, we
Mm-hmm.
don't take offense to anybody saying no. Like I said, it's just a part of it. It's the
Yeah.
grind, man. I love the grind, right?
What
and
I
and,
will
and
say
I'm hoping.
this. Oh, go ahead.
I was about to say real quick, and I'm hoping that we do get to a point to where those people that maybe wasn't as bullish on our show early on, or when we offered them to come on, maybe they'll hit a wagon wheel, U-turn,
Mm-hmm.
come back later on and say, hey, you know what? I see what y'all doing. What's up? Is the offer still good? Yes,
Yeah.
the offer's still good. You feel what I'm saying? Like we don't hold like it's business. Business is
Mm-hmm.
business, man. You feel what I'm saying? There's no emotions in business. So, yeah, man, that's just how I see it, man. Go ahead.
No, but what I was gonna say too, on the flip side of that though, don't devalue something because you can't see the intrinsic value right away. You get what I'm saying? Like, we made a point the other day, like, maybe if we were of a different ethnicity, maybe it wouldn't be so hard to get some of these
That
interviews. You
no,
get what
that's
I'm
a fact. That's a fact.
saying? But
That
you
you
get what I'm saying.
go
And
ahead. Go
we
ahead. Talk
don't
that.
want to we don't want to dive too deep into that. But at the same time, man, just
No,
know
we finna
like,
talk about it.
but yeah, at the same time, man, like you gotta respect what we doing, man. It's like we always say, we're not doing this for clout. We just, we trying to advance our people and everybody in general. You get what I'm saying? At some point, you get what I'm saying. So yeah, we not a big show right now, but
Not yet.
I feel like, man, the content that we putting out, man, is priceless. Being honest, like, like, if it even if it is not on something that's gonna make you money, man, it's just like the life tips we trying to come find, man. The health tips that we bringing, man, it's actually more valuable than the money, because like, you know, how valuable is the money if you can't spend it, or if you're blowing it all on trying to restore your health to a point where you could have been
Exactly.
taken care of on the front end versus the back end where it's gonna be more expensive, man. So,
Hmm.
I say that to say this, like, you know, we coming, we
We
not
definitely coming. We
yeah,
definitely
yeah.
coming.
But don't little boys either right now. You know what I'm
Oh, don't
saying?
look, boys. Please don't do that. Don't do
Yeah.
that. I mean, and that's the thing. That's the thing. There's a way.
Yeah.
There's a tactical way to you hear that? Man, that was
I
my son.
think, yeah. It's all good.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll cut that part. But there's a tactical way to say no or decline.
Yeah.
You
And
know what I
that's
mean?
just being straight up.
That
Like, no,
and
I can't do it right now. That's fine.
I think it's just respectful, man. Can't
Hmm.
because here's the thing, man. I'm gonna respect your time. But please respect ours. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like we're full time dads. You know, I mean, we're out here grinding, trying to
Yeah.
make the show. You feel what I'm saying? What it is, what it's gonna be,
Hmm.
right? And so yeah, man, just listen. We're gonna respect your time. We just ask that you do the same. That's it,
Hmm.
man. And that goes for anybody, man. Like you know, again, the wagon wheel, if or the U-turn, if you see value in the show, you want to come back later, that's cool. But obviously, if you're on some, you know, if you're not respecting our time and you're not, being straight up and honest, then of course, we have self-respect. You feel what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
we can't respect ourselves if we're gonna allow other people to disrespect us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, man, yeah, we just gonna, just putting that out there. Now, back to what you said earlier, man. Because I've seen this personally on several different occasions. If we were of a different origin or ethnicity,
Speak on it, man.
right, it would not be this hard.
Hmm.
Here's the thing, man. Like, we're trained as a people, right, as Black people,
At an early age.
um, to trust a certain race over another, over our own,
That's sad though.
right? And it's crazy, man, because I can't even say I don't understand it because I was being self-aware, man. Like I realized that at one point that was something that I did as well.
Yeah. To be
You know what I'm
honest, yeah.
saying?
Me too.
Because here's the thing, like if and I'm not like this anymore, but if I saw uh let's see. Oh, okay, let's talk cars, right? We was just talking about Turo and stuff like that. If I saw a dealership, right, that was there was two dealerships right across the street from each other, right? One was Black owned, and they kind of advertised it being Black owned, and maybe things in my mind, I'm just gonna assume everything maybe probably ain't up to par.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And right across the street there's another dealership that sells the exact same cars, but it has a name like Lee on it, like Lee Honda, or you know what I mean, something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna probably be more tempted to protect myself and go to that dealership,
Hmm.
right? The opposite dealership from the Black dealership, man. But that's
Hmm.
that's something I had to kind of condition myself
Yeah.
uh to think differently, bro, because that's something that's kind of programmed with us based off of consumption.
Yeah.
Consumption of everyday TV, music, um, all this stuff, man. And
Yeah.
we indirectly put this other race on a pedestal, when it comes to business,
Quality,
and
anything. Yeah.
quality, exactly, business quality.
Mm-hmm.
And we're more willing to work with them or invest with them or trust them. Uh, Rashad from Earn Your Leisure, he said something on the Breakfast Club. It was crazy. It was like, shout out to them cats, man.
Mm, yeah, big
Big
brothers.
homies. But
See
he
you
said
soon.
something. Nah, definitely. He said something on the Breakfast Club. He was like, because he's a financial advisor and all that. And he said, listen, you know, black people, we're so scared to trust our own when it comes to money. But he would always bring up, think of the biggest Ponzi schemes in American history.
Mm-hmm.
What one thing do they all have in common? Tell you what, the person who was doing it wasn't white or wasn't black. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He wasn't black. So
exactly.
trust who you want to trust. All
Yeah.
right. But I would say definitely be a little less biased
Mm-hmm.
toward our people, man, because here's the thing, we have to do twice the work to be trusted in the same industry as, the next race.
Mm-hmm.
So, more than likely we're probably going to be more knowledgeable. More than likely. You know what I mean? Sometimes, of course, everything's either equal or,
Mm-hmm.
but more than likely, man, we've had to do uh way more to be trusted in that industry, man. So don't shun the black businesses.
Yeah, and get them the grace to learn and expand, man. Because you gotta understand, like most of these black businesses, man, like they getting it out the mud. Like they're not getting
Straight up.
handouts. Like so, it's not gonna
Straight
be as
up.
easy for them to have their business as polished as the other races made coming out the gate. You got them. You got you know what I'm saying. So like us as black
Definitely.
people, man, we so quick to down our own race. Like as soon as they make one mistake, like, but you don't do that with the other races. So give our race the same grace, man, to
Exactly.
improve, to get it right, and just come to them honestly, like, hey, I see where you may have made a mistake here. Here's my idea of how maybe you can improve it, versus going straight to whatever social media outlet and just bash them and just make a whole
Bro,
chain of bashes for everybody to
you
come
you,
comment
you
on, man.
said something, and I don't want that to go over nobody's head, bro. And cause you kind of sped past it. Bro, you said we give our own people a half a shot, not even a whole shot, a half a
Half a
shot to
shot.
mess up. You mess up one halftime, oh,
Over
that's
with.
it for you. But you get
You
these
out
other
of here,
folks up the
Bucko.
street, you out of here, beat it. But you get these other cats up the street, right? This other race, man. You get them chance after chance after chance. It
You
don't make
steadily
sense,
bringing
man.
your money. Steady bringing your
It don't
money.
make
So
sense,
give
man.
your
It don't
people
make
the same
sense,
grace,
man.
man. Like,
That's all I'm saying. Be partial,
mm-hmm.
or impartial.
Impartial, yeah.
Be impartial. Um, when it comes to who you want to work with, who you want to do business with, who you want to invest with, right? And do your own research as well, man. Like other people have more than likely, if that business has been around for a while, other people have used it. So
Mm-hmm.
take the time, do your research, and see what those other people that have used it are saying about the business.
Mm-hmm.
Yelp is a thing, man. And I didn't understand it at first when I was younger, but if the Yelp ain't right, I ain't sliding your way. I ain't gonna cap, bro. Like I live by Yelp now,
Yeah.
or not necessarily Yelp, but Google reviews,
Mm-hmm.
things like that, man. So yeah, I pay attention to all that, man.
Yeah.
So listen to other people, man, because they've already done what you're trying to do. You feel what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And if they have good reviews, give them a chance,
Yeah.
especially if they're our own people, man. Give them a chance.
Definitely, man. But
All
yeah,
right,
man.
man. So go
I
ahead,
was
bro.
gonna say, we kind of took this episode to kind of as a breather, because we 13 going on 14 episodes in, man, and we just want to give y'all like a brief, synopsis of where we at with the podcast, man. So, we grinding, man, and we we're appreciating the grind. You get what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So, and we want to use it as a motivation, man. So if you're a regular listener, like, hey, we ain't got a whole lot of following yet, man. So, but we
Not
enjoying
yet.
it still, man. So, the people that have been rocking with us, man, we appreciate y'all, man. We love y'all to death, man, and just keep rocking with us, man, and just spread the word. You get what I'm saying? Don't be slow for the share it. You get what I'm saying? If you really,
Definitely.
rocking with us, share it. That so we're not asking for handouts or anything, So just share it, man, and so we can get this knowledge out here, man. Get this motivation out here. For our people and for all people, to be honest, you get what I'm saying.
Definitely,
And
definitely.
we working on some things, man. We're
Oh,
working on
we in the works.
ourselves. We're working on ourselves
Listen.
first. You know what I'm saying. Then we're working on the podcast. We're bringing different things to the podcast for you all, man. So just stay tuned.
Oh, and please stay tuned, man, because we will be going live on certain platforms,
Yeah,
more than likely Instagram,
yeah.
here very soon, man. So just be patient, stay stay listening. And here's the thing, man, like we've already discussed this. For our listeners who not only listen to the show, but who interact with us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok. Here's the thing: we notice all that. I
Mm-hmm.
told y'all we just mentioned we ain't got a big following, right? We notice the people who are continuously coming and listening to our content. So this is what we're
Mm-hmm.
gonna do. We are gonna do a giveaway to two people that um, we feel at the end of a certain time block has shown the most support to us. Right,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna give away something. Trust me, it's something which y'all will love.
Nice.
I ain't gonna tell y'all what it is yet, but listen, if
Nice.
our name on it, we won't do nothing, less than spectacular, right?
Yeah.
So, if you're a valued listener, and you interact with our content, whether it's liking it, sharing it, preferably commenting on it, you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And just leaving reviews, man. We see all that.
Mm-hmm.
We have to track that for the growth of our show. So,
Mm-hmm.
if you're one of those valued, listeners or consumers, we got you. We see you, and you will be two people will be chosen. Um, Matter of fact, we're gonna choose. We can go live on my birthday. Let's do this. Let's do this. We making this up on the fly right here. It's my
Okay.
birthday. Look, my birthday earlier than yours. My
Mm-hmm.
birthday is on New Year's Eve.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to all the New Year's Eve babies out there,
Yeah.
Capricorn season. This is what we'll do, man. We'll go live on Instagram, and we'll put a couple names in a hat or in a box or whatever. We'll do like a random generator or something on the internet,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll pick two names, and we'll announce them things when we go live on December 31st.
Okay.
Right.
That'd be
So
dope. Yeah, that'd be dope, man.
you rocking with that?
Yeah, I'm with it. Let's do it.
All right. So listen, interact, share, like,
Share, comment.
comment, leave a review. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It helps. It helps the show. And you will be rewarded. Trust
Yep.
me. Oh, and that's the thing, right? Like the more people we get to do this, the better these giveaways are gonna be. You feel what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? And yeah, it's gonna be something dope, man.
Yeah.
So stay tuned, listen, rock with our content, because you're gonna rock with it anyway as long as you listen.
All right.
And just comment, man, and do us a favor, man, and leave a review on Apple, or anywhere you can leave a review on podcast.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, listen, that we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up, man. This has been Uncharted Mind.
Sir.
We signing off. Go ahead and play that proper for him, man.
Yes, sir. Let's go.